Last fall, the city hired an architecture firm working with an illustrator to develop a visualization movie of City Center. And it's based on the proposed regulations for the Form-Based Codes District. We're really excited to be able to show this to you. It provides a great idea of what City Center could be. It's very much their idea of what it could be, but it's sort of explains how the regulations might work. And it includes lots of projects that we're working on or projects that are in the TIF district that we're not yet working on, but we'll have an opportunity to in the future if this development is able to occur. So right there you can see Market Street. That's the one project we're committed to. It goes between Dorset Street and Heinsberg Road. That's the stormwater pond that's associated with Market Street, and it's intended to be a public space. And then you just saw Dumont Park, and here comes Garden Street between Trader Joe's Healthy Living and Midas Drive, all the way over to Al's French Fries. So the architecture firm Wyman Lanphier and Lincoln Brown worked on developing additional infrastructure that may not be in the TIF district but may be developed by the private sector, such as cross streets. They also included recreation paths that may be part of the private sector development, and then parks, which we do have funding for some park infrastructure through the TIF district. So there they've highlighted potential pedestrian connections. And here they're showing potential parking garages that could be built in part with TIF district funding. And then these are the private sector buildings that they're showing an idea of how, if this area is developed, how the private sector would be allowed under the Form-Based Code land development regulations to build. And if you'll notice, the Blue Mall is not there, but that's just an idea. It's not saying that the Blue Mall would not be there in the future. So here they're showing some public infrastructure, so public facilities like library, rec center, and City Hall. And they're describing potential private sector developments. And here they're listing public amenities. So here they're going to take you down Market Street, and Market Street is, as I said, the one project we're really committed to in terms of developing. We have federal funding, and we've been using matching funds through impact fees, and then we'll also use, if approved, TIF district financing in order to complete it. And so that project is scheduled to be ready for construction in 2016. And there's a stormwater pond that would be more like a public amenity than most stormwater ponds that are designed in our area. And it's flying around the south side of this conceptualized development. You can see the buildings are lower away from Market Street and taller towards Market Street. The Form-Based Codes allows 6 stories, up to 6 stories on Market Street, and then up to 4 stories in other areas. And it's taking you down onto a conceptual park for the city. So this would be, a programmable park. You could have events here, concerts, farmers markets. In their idea, any public facilities would be located right on the park. So they have a library, city hall, and all of those little kiosks are meant to represent a temporary event like a farmer's market. So this is traveling down Market Street, and so the buildings, they're sketches, ideas of what a building could be, really to give you a sense of the size of what buildings would be like, and how they would relate to the street, or how the Form-Based Codes would allow them to relate to the street. And those lights are actually the lights that are spec'd for the Market Street project. So this is back to a central green park plaza area. And it's going to take us back to look at an overview of City Center. So if you're interested in the Form-Based Codes, the land use regulations, you have questions about the TIF district, you want to get involved in projects, we're always doing workshops and looking for public input please give City Hall a call, 802-846-4107, and we'll be able to put you in touch with the right team that's working on something, because something's always going on with City Center.